waiting for you, Michael.
Well,
I can't fucking wait. I cannot wait.
I have some questions.
I've got a lot of questions. We need to chat. Right, get the hot chocolate, guys. Get the hot chocolate. We need to talk about
those
this.
that drink warm piss, get your warm piss.
Let's go. And if you're subscribers, let's get your emote going, your hot chocolate emote, because we need to talk about this film.
It's time for the hot chocolate to come out. It's
time for the hot chocolate. Evening, Sergo.
Sergo, good evening.
And I see Lansdale's here as well.
Lansdale's here. Evening, Lansdale.
Happy Friday, guys. Divine Grey Matter, thank you for the old hot chockies.
Look at that. Who did try a sassy Cassie?
Just Caster in the mood. Never watched the ad before. Looks awesome. Oh, Lannykins, like it. Sergo, thank you very much. Lansdale with the hot chocolate.
Get your snacks, Tibby. Get your snacks.
Let's go. Right, Jimmy.
There's so much to talk about with that.
I've got so much to talk about. You go first.
So I think one of the first things, like, I'm not the biggest Halloween fan. I've watched probably most of them throughout the years, not in any particular order. I couldn't recall what happens and things like that. The one thing I find interesting, which I don't think has ever happened before, it's never been... So there's a point in the trailer where she says he shouldn't have survived that fire. Every time he kills, he transcends, which is making it... Because it's always been a slasher. It's never really been sort of supernaturally, which is what she's kind of saying, that he somehow... Although, obviously, you look at all the way he's meant to have died in the past and he's not. Yeah. It's kind of obvious, but I do think that's quite interesting that they brought that into it.
He was meant to be a normal bloke that lives down the road, goes and kills people. Now they're making is he a superhero? Like, not a he's not a hero.
Your definition of hero, Nicholas, needs some investigating.
Spider-Man, Superman, like, it just can't die. They just can't die. They're superstars, aren't they? And in a way, Michael Myers is, because I love him. I love him big time. But yeah, I agree, Jimmy. The way, and she says something like the lines of every time he kills, he gets stronger.
He says transcends.
The chunky bears certainly appreciate them bits,
making it more paranormal. However, the last movie did say the mask was calling out to him, like it was some magical or some shit. So the hint was already there. He's just more souped now.
That 2018 film, guys, if you've not seen it, this one carries on from there, which is why. Obviously, the house is on fire. In the last movie, the 2018, they set fire to the house and they think it's all over. And then, how good is it when the fireman falls in and he comes out, he pops out instead of the fireman in the advert, in the trailer, Jim? Fucking hell, I was like, brilliant. He's awesome. What a little spin. And that fire scene, the amount of fire behind that house in that scene. Wow.
Yeah. So basically, going back to what Tibby just said about the mask calling out to him, I wonder if that is... going to be a few. Well, there's one bit. I'm not going to talk about it because I know Nick really wants to talk about the next bit. I'll bring it back to the mask.
You bring it. You say it.
No, because the reaction that Nick had when we watched this trailer together the other day. I want to. This is my gift to you, Nicholas. This is yours. That's your bit. That's your bit.
I got very excited when in the advert you see she's got the mask off of him. Obviously, we've seen him in the 2018. We see him in the prison outside. We see his face, so that's not so scary. But to grab his mask off of him while you're fighting him, he's going to be fucking goddamn pissed off. But it's all going to go off, isn't it? If you grab his mask off of him. And the biggest thing to him on this is the map. They bring up the map, don't they, of the town, yeah? They've worked out that he's doing kills all the way back to his house. So the grand finale of the film is going to be in Michael Myers' house, and it's all going to go off. It's all going to go off in the main house, which I can't wait for as well. Yeah? Timmy, the 2000 had to travel, eventually got to the mask. He wouldn't have known where the mask was. He searched for it on purpose. Yes.
Yes, there's got to be something with the mask, isn't there? There's got to be...
Yes.
And I wonder if they go more into that, because obviously she's got his mask, so I don't know if there's a bit, if that is a part of the scene where they actually say anything about the mask. But that'd be interesting. Does anyone know where the mask come from? Does it have like an origin, or is it just, as far as we know so far, a random mask?
Oh, Becky! Look at Becky's spin. Maybe taking off the mask. Oh, yeah, will he lose his powers? You know, what's that bloke that cuts his hair? If you cut his hair, he loses his power, his strength. What's that? Like, it's like a 1960s film, obviously.
Oh, that's Delilah song as well, isn't it? What's his name?
Yeah, they cut his hair.
What's his name?
Chat, help me. You cut his hair and he goes to pot. That's easy like that. Samson. That's
Samson,
it.
that's
Grey
it.
matter. I knew Grey matter would get it.
Well
certainly appreciate them bits.
Also, the dude interviewing him had the mask and played with it too. And they also had noises of whispering coming from the mask at some point. Also indicating it's fucked up and spirited.
Oh.
Yeah, that's good, Tibbs. I like that one.
Oh, that's interesting. So, Grey Matter was saying there is an origin to the mask.
Yeah, here we go. J-Paul.
Mask
is so special. It's literally not even a horror mask. Yeah, it's quite a plain mask. It's just a white mask, isn't it? There's nothing scary, but he makes it scary.
Is it not now one of the scariest masks you can buy?
Oh, it's brilliant. Right, I've got something for you, Jim. Buckle up, chat. Yeah. Does the main actress, the woman, does she die? Laurie, her name's Laurie in the program. It's Jamie Lee Curtis, isn't it?
Yeah, Jamie Lee Curtis.
Does she finally die? Does she? She's been around since what, the 80s or whatever, 70s.
She's in the original, weren't she?
Yeah. I think it's time for her to die.
She's his sister, isn't she?
No.
Her sister.
I don't think she is. I'm
pretty sure she's the sister, and the reason he went all psycho was because their mum didn't love him the same as they loved her. Is that not right?
Oh, that's a good spin. Their brother and sister. Yes, Grandma's confirmed it.
Yeah. So the story, I can't remember the full story, but he's the brother. He gets adopted. Her mum doesn't want him, gets rid of him, but keeps Jamie, and that's one of the reasons why he goes after Jamie Lee Curtis. He hates her.
But I personally think it's going to sound harsh. So buckle up. It's time for her to die. It's time for her to die. I've had enough of her. Her face, I've had enough. We've got to move on.
Yeah, but she's as much a part of it, surely, as he is.
No, I'm
the fact that she gets away every time. She gets away from him every time.
Everybody else dies, but she survives.
Yes, but that's the thing.
No.
Yes, yeah. It's the same as Scream. Sydney can never die because she's the original one who got away from him.
Well, I don't want to spoil anything, but I know one thing. There's another one coming out next year that carries on from this film. Okay. So we do know Michael, not that Michael was going to die anyway, because Michael doesn't die, but Michael's definitely not dying unless they do something wacky and weird with it. But so someone's got to die, and it's her. She's got to step up. She's got to take over the team, and she's got to die. Jim, that's my thoughts.
I do like a comment that Tibby's done there. She'll die killing him. If they do decide to end the franchise, they do need to die together. I do think if they're going to end it, if they're going to say, look, that's enough now, they might do spin-offs where someone takes the mask or whatever, but something has to happen where they die together.
Well, they both stab each other at the same time? What are you thinking?
I think, in my head, if I was writing the film, and if anyone's watching that can make that happen, I am available, she would do something, she would set something up to kill him, knowing that she's going to sacrifice herself as well, and they both die. And it can't be like an explosion. It's got to be something slow, so they can have them final words where she can say, "You're a cunt, you've ruined my life, and now I've killed you." That's what.
Will he talk? Because he doesn't talk, does he? He does not talk. Will he talk back?
I don't know.
That'd be a stunner. Oh, that'd be a stunner if he told.
But like a one word. Just like a one word.
Yeah,
like,
the word needs to be
like you win or something. Disguster.
He needs to call her a disguster.
Or he turns to the camera and just says, "Nick's a cunt," and then dies. That would be my ending. That's my dream ending. That would be your
ending. She can only die when Mike dies. Exactly. Is that what you think, Katie? Yeah, Flash. Is she immortal? Oh, is she immortal as well? Like that spin, Flashy. I like it. Or she gets badly hurt.
It could be. I don't know if they're blood related or not. I think they're blood related. They're like proper brother and sister. So there could be something like that.
Grey Matter said, "I bet Jamie dies, but it's not by Michael." So to Grey Matter, who kills her? Who kills her? If you don't think it's Michael, does she kill herself? Isn't it? Does she kill herself?
I think she kills herself, killing Michael. That's how I think it should end.
Yeah, I do like that idea.
And it has to be. It can't be like an explosion. It's got to be something that is like slow, so they can have those final moments where she gets to say, "You're a cunt. This is all because of you, but now you're dead." And then I'd like him to have that last final say, like, "You win," or "I'll be back." He can't use "I'll be back." That's Arnie's.
No,
he says something like it's not over.
I think she becomes the killer. Or she takes the mask and has like a woman's version of the mask. What if they're the same person? Jay Ford, we're having some great.
That
is fucking.
J-Force.
J-Force is just coming in with a fucking statement.
They are the same person.
I'm raising a hot chocolate to that. If I see good comments, Jim, I'm going to raise hot chocolate.
Here's a hot chocolate to J-Force.
Hot chocolate to J-Force. Big hot chocolate. The first one. The first person to get the big
official
hot chocolate
goes to J-Force.
Cheers to J-Force.
And I like Dawn that I think she becomes the killer. It could be that somehow she puts the mask on for whatever reason, and it does whatever it's done to him, and she becomes the killer. Or J-Force is they're the same person. But I think we're in agreement. We're in agreement that the only way either one can die is if they both die.
Look, Lansdale's done it. Yes, Don. But take off the mask. Is it like the mask? Do you remember the Jim Carrey film where if somebody else wore the mask, they turn? Yeah, it takes over them.
Give them powers, didn't it?
Yeah, no worries, Tibbs. Good. Thank God for that. Thank God you're eating, mate. The one thing I will say, did that commercial or trailer, whatever you want to call it, advert, did it show us too much? Did it show us too much? Have we seen all the best things?
I don't think so.
Chunky Bears certainly appreciate them bits.
I'm not late. I was here for a while. I just been exchanging messages with a job I really want. I got an interview. Also, Tibby, I was here when you said I was unfuckable. Do I need to remind you situations where I wasn't, hun?
Congratulations,
congratulations. That's great.
But yeah, I worried that there was maybe too much in that trailer. I worry about that, Jimbo.
Great match, but I also recall back in 2008-2009 version, it was said to be something within the family bloodline.
Ooh.
So if they're saying that, it could be that if she could be immortal like him, it could also be that she is him. The bloodline is like a split personality disorder type thing in the blood. I know that's not a real condition for bloodline.
So who do you want to die?
Like that.
Myers or Laurie? Who do you want to die?
No.
Who do you want to die first?
They've both got to die at the same time.
That's your final answer.
That's my final answer. They both have to die at the same time.
Thing is, then they are finished. There's no more Michael Myers movies, is there? They both die.
No, they can obviously have spin-offs where somebody gets hold of the mask or whatever, but that would be...
Yeah, the Rob Zombie one. That's the one. I mean, split personality could be more daughter, granddaughter would be great. Yeah, I was going to say there's the daughter and granddaughters in there as well. And there's a boy in it that gets in the commercial gets strangled as well, isn't there? He's going to die, isn't he? He's done. He's done. Have you guys seen that in horror? What's that one? J-Force? Let me know what it's called. Let me know what it's called.
Well, Tibby, you're saying the personality wouldn't, the split person, because the daughter and granddaughter would recognise her. If they know that's what it is, and they're goading him, and they're seeing it's her, they would know. They'd be expecting to see that.
They've promised it to be emotional and intense. That's what they're promoting it as. Okay. Emotional and intense. The emotion side, I'm wondering what's gonna make us emotional. What's gonna make us emomal?
Maybe I love her dying.
Yeah, and I love the way the town's all coming together. And all they've got is a baseball bat. Like, think of it, come with a machine gun or something. It's Michael Myers. Bloody baseball bat.
He needs to be chopped up into little bits.
Yeah, get the chainsaw out. The Texas Chainsaw Massacre one, big time. But the granddaughter was in the truck driving away from the burning house. He's going to, also,
that's true.
Going back to that burning house, how good was that bit where he lifts up the fireman? Well, if you think of how strong he is, with all the firemen, like with all the gear and the tank on his back, he's just lifted him up right at the start of the advert, Jim. Fucking great.
Emotional and intense, like watching the Chunky Bears.
Thank you, Cass. I'm going to take that as a compliment.
That is true. That is a compliment, and it is true. It's very emotional. A lot of emotions fly about these streams.
Big time. Right. That's the end of that section, I think, Jim. I think that's that. I enjoyed that. And every week we're going to chat about a movie. That's going to be our little thing. Every week we're going to look at a movie. And it might be a movie coming up. It might be a movie from the past. Yeah, our favourite movies. White was our favourite movie. We've got, this is a new thing. It's going to be every Friday, and we're going to learn as we go along what works, what doesn't work. So bear with us. And guys, bear with us, chat. In Discord, there's a chat for this. If you want to suggest something, put it in there. Yeah. Or DM me or Nick. Yeah. Definitely send us